Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be all about ornaments. I will put this up right here so you see what my vision board is. But I have it in front of me because I don't want to get off track, or kind of, I just don't want to have like a brain fart, or I don't know what to call it. I don't want my brain to go blank. Anyway, I will be getting to it. The first thing I'm gonna make is a bow because it looks easy. It looks simple. I'm very excited because this is our first Christmas in our place and we don't really have a lot of ornaments, and I just want more ornaments. Variety of them. I want them to be custom. I do have a bunch of ornaments on this vision board. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them. They're just inspiration. But I do have a lot of clay to get it all done. Next up, we've got this ornament. It's a window frame on a snowy night, or the start of one, I should say. I'm moving right into the next ornament after this one, so you're basically watching my little assembly line. You'll get to see the whole process, so I hope you enjoy. After I cut out the base of the window frame, I start dry fitting the frame that's going to go around it. I kind of move things around until it looks right, and once I'm happy with it, I score the spots where the pieces connect and use a little slip to stick everything together. And if you've never used slip before, it's basically just clay mixed with water. It works like glue that helps bond the two pieces together. I went back in and cleaned all the seams with a little water and a paintbrush. And once everything was smoothed out,
I started working on the inside of the arched window. I added some framing to give it that window pane look. And once that was done, I added a tidy pin to the top of the window. That way, when these ornaments are fully dry and finished, I can just string some ribbon through them and not worry about making holes in the ornaments. These tidy pins are actually meant for displaying things in shadow boxed frames, and I'll leave a link to them down in the description. This next piece is really special to me. I'm making a cute little gingerbread ornament, and one side has our first home key engraved on it. For inspiration, I found this cute cutout on a website that I will also link down below. Yup, here I am using the tidy pins again. I'm kind of obsessed with how sturdy they are. They're holding up really well. And last but not least, this cute little mug I sketched and cut out. I used it as a tracing guide and scored around the piece. Then I added some light pressure to the area I traced, which I'll eventually cut out to make the mug's handle. Now all my pieces are done and set aside to dry.
I don't want my paint to lift, so we're gonna start with this as the base, then we'll paint them, and then we will seal them. So let's get this started.
I lightly sand these down just to smooth out any sharp edges or little imperfections. Then I dust everything off so the matte Mod Podge base coat sticks nicely to the surface. I've noticed in my last clay projects that sometimes the paint can lift or peel, and I found that using a matte base coat works best. Since clay is super porous, acrylic paint doesn't always stick to it very well. Adding a matte base coat kind of brings everything together. It seals the dry surface and gives the paint something to really grip onto. I'm so excited to start painting all of these because this is when my vision really starts coming to life, and it honestly feels so rewarding. I do wish I made more time for Christmas projects this year, but next year I'm definitely starting earlier. I have so many ideas and I seriously can't wait to share them with you next holiday season. This is honestly my favorite part because I get to add all the tiny details that really finish each ornament. This one was actually my first time making a gingerbread house, and adding all the little details was so much fun. It definitely made me want to make more. I just love how this one turned out. For some reason, this holiday season I've gravitated towards a deep blue, and I'm glad I get to incorporate that into a tiny bit of this ornament. To finish this piece off, I wrote "Our First Home" on the back of this little gingerbread house. Adding the falling snow and the little snow piles in the corners of the window frame really takes this ornament to the next level. So for this bow, I added some stripes and polka dots. I'm not really feeling this color combo, so I'm just using the white as the guide for now. That way, when I go back in with the right color, it'll really pop. And for this mug, I kept it super simple and added a little snowflake to the front. I sealed all the ornaments but the bow, so I can go over every line and dot with the red acrylic marker. Since the surface of the bow is a dark red, the pop of color looks like a dark muted pink, and I love this color combination way more than the white. Once I picked the ribbon I wanted for each ornament, these babies were ready to be hung up on the tree.
Thank you so much for joining me for another video and for spending some of your holiday season with me. I appreciate you being here. If you liked today's video, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also hit that like. I will be posting again soon. You will be notified if you hit the notification bell. Happy holidays, happy new year, and I will see you all again soon. Cheers.